All right, let's talk about the internet trying to go down a rabbit hole. So Big Sean just did a freestyle on Rap Radar,
Yep.
and it's got the internet in a frenzy. Um, so he said in the freestyle some things that people think are dissing Kendrick Lamar, and then he also went live on Instagram and played some records that are unreleased,
Mm-hmm.
and some stuff seemed to be aimed at Kendrick as well, according to the internet. So in the freestyle, he said, I got to, what is it? Hey, where did it just go? Hold on. I got better things to do than find someone to beef with. Then he said, niggas looking for engagement like they got they knee bent. Oh, that was actually the line after. So the line before it, all right, so the stanza is, niggas looking for engagement like they
And
got their knee bent.
big words,
It's just a music
big
thing.
things. I'm kidding. I know what a stanza is.
Got it. All right, so the quote is, niggas looking for engagement like they got their knee bent. I got better things to do than find somebody to beef with. Then he says later on, difference is I'm an activist and you drink activists and I'm back acclimated. And I'm gonna need the cut off top. I'm gonna need my cut off top. It's decapitated. Um, and so people are saying that these are Kendrick Lamar shots. He also said at one point people are getting matching tattoos just for clout. And so there are pictures of some people. I don't even know who all these people are, but there's three people in a picture, and Kanye is one of them, and they have matching tattoos. The three gentlemen in the picture. Um, so there's some shots definitely fired, and then he went on live and played an unreleased record. And the unreleased record, his verse says, "I laugh at the fact they calling y'all the greatest. I'm set, it's on, we solidified. You niggas say you run your city, but that shit is gentrified." I'm gonna say honestly, I don't know if these are Kendrick Lamar shots. I think they're more just things he's saying in the rap. I think the matching tattoo thing points more at the picture of Kanye and whoever the other people are. Um, but I don't necessarily think these are Kendrick shots. Lots of cities are gentrified. Lots of people say they run their city. Uh,
I think
I
the
don't.
part about rap beef is probably about Kendrick and Drake, but the part about beef is probably about Kendrick and Drake. But I agree. I don't. The rest of it, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like nothing really shouted beef to me. I feel like people know the history between Kendrick and Big Sean, that there was a beef situation kind of bubbling at one point.
Mm-hmm.
People know Humble is about Big Sean and that he didn't respond to it. And so I think that is kind of what people are looking for Big Sean to reignite the beef, especially because as Big Sean started resurfacing a couple months ago, the Kendrick and Drake beef was starting up at that time. And so as he was putting out singles and starting to do his Tiny Desk and freestyles and stuff, the Kendrick and Drake beef was happening and it kind of overshadowed that. So I think when you put those things together, people are trying to say that this is like a reignited beef kind of situation. I didn't really get that vibe. I don't really understand the talking. I'm not gonna say I don't understand. I see why people are reaching for it, but I think it's a reach. I think if Big Sean really wants to bust shots, he'll say something more specific. Um, I also don't think anybody wants smoke with Kendrick at this moment.
Well, I was just about to say, you're saying that you think if Big Sean wants to bust shots, he would just, he would come a little harder. But I don't. I guess I don't know Big Sean's track record when it comes to things like this. Is he more in your face usually, or is he like a sneak diss type of guy?
We don't really know. There hasn't been a battle that I know of that Big Sean has participated in. The stuff with him and Kendrick started from the Control record. That's the record where he said he's the king of New York. He loves all of his friends, but if we're on the same record, he want to kill everybody. He wants to be the best person on the record. That whole long Control verse that Kendrick dropped, people were saying like he had the best
Kendrick said he was
verse.
the king of New York.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with the Kendrick Control verse. He said a bunch of names and then also said he was the king of New York. And so that Control verse was a huge moment in hip hop,
Dancing
but it
to
was
Not Like Us. Oh, it's not disrespectful.
that's so old.
You didn't. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So people were saying all of those
He
years
was like,
ago,
okay, like, this is not your city. What are you
right?
Sorry, I just, when somebody get the news last, that's me. I'm
You
the person who
definitely
got the
got the
news
news
last.
last. That will be a funny clip at some point.
I'm gonna stop
Um,
listening to Not Like Us because shame on him.
Unbelievable. Anyway, it started with that because people were saying like Kendrick had the best verse. Kendrick took over the song, but it was Big Sean's song featuring Kendrick and Jay Electronica.
Okay.
And so in interviews or whatever, people were questioning him. And at some point he said something and it seemed like he was upset or whatever. I don't even remember the quote. It was so long ago. He even did a song talking about it briefly called No More Interviews. Because he did an interview and cats were like, "Oh, Kendrick will smoke you," and then he got upset or whatever. So he did say some things in the interview. He did say some like subliminal rap lyrics, but there was never a full on battle because Kendrick dropped "Humble" and zipped the lip after that,
I mean, he literally told him to sit down.
and he listened. He did.
Funny, funny how words work.
Yes, they do.
Funny how words work. I mean, listen, whatever they want to do is fine. I agree. I don't think it doesn't, to me it sounds pretty mild compared to what could be said, and it just, the only thing that I know, that there was more after it, but the thing that stuck out to me was he said something about beef, and I was like, well, anybody who brings up beef right now, I think it is clear, you know what that's about. So that's the only thing. And for me, I was just like, well, no, nobody asked you, but I guess you're saying something different. I guess you're saying that people kind of want that from him. Um but when I heard him say, I don't have time to be looking for beefs or whatever, I was just like, did did somebody send for you?
No,
Because
no one,
I
no
feel
one
I
said
feel
something.
like people respond to things that weren't said to them, and then it's like,
Well, and that
eh,
part is why that's why I gave some of the history
yeah,
because if you look at it in that scope of back from Control, Humble, as his stuff started as he started resurfacing, 'cause he was quiet for a while. As he started resurfacing, dropping singles, doing performances on Tiny Desk, and doing freestyles, the Kendrick and Drake beef happened, and
right,
so it was like terrible timing. But also, other people were looking at it like they stepped on his releases,
yeah.
and so
They not like us.
I don't think he's trying to start beef again. But
I only I only say that because I can't stop seeing these videos of Jonathan Majors, and they put the not like us. Um, but not like us over it. But what they do is they do like this. They do like the civil rights movement. They not like us.
So
My
Emmy
man is so happy to
nominations.
be free and with that pretty woman. Anyway,
Emmy nominations have come out.
you saw the video though, right?
I did see Jonathan Majors dancing. Yes, yes, I did.